It's in the game. stress, pressure, expectations, and finding out what you're made of. All of those things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the LSU Tigers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Gamecocks will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Ezukama. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The LSU Tigers offense will come out first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
This offense comes out clearly wanting to throw the football. Nothing good on first down with incompletion. And how about this? You've got to protect your quarterback. That is priority number 1, and they give up a sack on play 2.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So South Carolina's offense has its first opportunity of the day. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have...
There he goes! Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff that becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. Coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. They've been running it, but now the pass. That's caught. It's Clark. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Taylor. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play. Just a couple of yards short of the Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Using the quick game. Touchdown, Gamecocks! First score of the game goes up. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
And I tell you what, this part of the field, once you start getting in the red zone and the field shrinks, you got more big bodies on the field. The running threat is real. Tight ends come on the field, and what happens? Run a little play action off of it, get it to the big fella. Nice plucking it out of the sky, getting the touchdown.
He'll start this drive firing. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The give to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got it. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll send the back in motion. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Caught behind the line. It's Allen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs. To the air on 1st down. Here's the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Flips it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Here's the return. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Power football with the run. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Figueroa. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They think there's room to run to the right here. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds when they get off the ball fast and low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Seems as if these two have been on a collision course for a top 5 meeting like this. And big picture, guys, it can really help their playoff positioning.
Yeah, we all circled this game at the start of the year. We knew this one was going to have conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications too, David. So lots riding on this one, and may the best team win.
And this will be huge down the stretch. It gives you a shot in the arm. You prove your worth in this football game, and you start to build your case as you get to the end of the season of why you could possibly get to the best team in the country.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
No chance he's taking a knee. Here he comes. And the returner will be brought down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The Tigers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Setting up the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Finds him out of the backfield. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. And the Gamecocks are rolling down the field. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now it's 3rd and goal. Trying to bull his way in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Penn State is currently trailing in this one, but there are more people in Beaver Stadium today than most American cities. The crowd alone can help turn this game. They're trailing by just 4 to Indiana. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Turning it on! Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. The Tigers want to move quickly. Wants to go up top on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Gets away from one. He's got space. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Looking to throw on first down. Got him downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Makes the grab. It's Figueroa. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have...
Touchdown, Gamecocks! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks, that's just ridiculous.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Williams-Brice.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Tigers will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Keeps it moving. Yard gain to the 24.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, South Carolina.
Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Making side adjustments here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Puts it out of the air. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. No, he makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Empty backfield. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Motion from the wideout. He wants to start this drive with a pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Gonna swing it on second down. Unloads it left. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fires to the big fella.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
It'll be third and long. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. At the 35, he's open. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gamecocks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Clark. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gamecocks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Gets it out fast. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The offense knocking on the door. First and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll pull it on the read. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
LSU, 0.
Out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Using his legs, it's Scott. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Hit as he throws. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. On the option. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw, it's Rousseau. Under fire. Keeps looking downfield. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Tigers come to the line on third down trying to keep this drive alive. Here's the pressure, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's incomplete and nearly intercepted in the end zone. You get the ball that close, you cannot put it in harm's way. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Leaves it with the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Now facing a 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Off play action. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. It's 4th down and they'll try the field goal. Good right down the boulevard. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. To the air, it's Rousseau. Looking for a deep man. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Glenn. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. Now on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Wants to return it. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Gets it out quickly. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Figueroa. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Gamecocks are marching down the field. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Dropping back, it's Rousseau. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Denmark. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
by the receiver.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
37. That's a first down for the offense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And he's brought down after a nice game. Hard to think of a more impressive midseason statement than this. Winning a top 5 showdown, riding your passing game, assuming they can finish the job here.
And that's who they are. That's what they do, right? You know, this is why they're proving they're a national championship contender, because they can spin the ball through the air. Good luck stopping the ball.
yeah, a big reason why they came into this one, the higher-ranked team, is that passing attack. The thing you got to love if you're them, though, is that it seems like they're finding their groove, and they're peaking, throwing the ball at the right time.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw, it's Rousseau. He's going up top here late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David